Students, good morning to all of you. Students, our today's topic is energy in class 11th unit 4 work energy and power. Before we will start to learn about energy, I want to give you an advice related to COVID-19 appropriate behavior. As we all know, COVID-19 is still in our country and whole world. So, we need to do some uh, appropriate behavior to protect ourselves and to other also by this COVID-19 virus. For this we need to follow the three rules, in which one is to wear mask properly, second follow physical distancing, and third maintain hand hygiene. uh, Whenever you are in the crowded place, try to maintain the physical distance minimum about 6 feet. And if you are at a place at where soap and hand washing not possible, so you need to have your sanitizer to sanitize your hand properly time to time. Okay, now students, we will start our class, which is on the topic energy. Okay, so when we are discussing about energy, then one thing is comes in our mind ki what is uh, term energy. It is very simple that if a device can able to do or capacity to do work is called energy. So we can write first it. Energy is ability, capability, or ability to do work. Okay, this is energy in one word. So how a device or a person can able to do work such that we can say that device and that person have energy. Usually students, energy not means if a person cannot do anything, so that person don't have energy. It is very clear. Energy is only define that person how much work can able to do or how fast it can do the work. Okay, for example, a device, let's say a water pump, can able to uh, push the 100 liter of water in 1 hour, and another water pump which can do the same uh, take the same time and push 1012 liter of water. Okay, so we can see the second water pump is having high energy compared to the first water pump. Okay, similarly, suppose we have two kinds of stone, one is coal and one is any other else. Okay, then you all know when we fire the coal, it produce amount of energy, and in the other hand, when we try to fire the stone, it cannot, firstly because it is not flammable, so it cannot produce any kind of energy. But when coal burn, it can produce huge amount of heat energy, which is conversion of chemical energy into heat energy. Similarly, when we fire a candle, then the candle is produce light as well as heat near about it. So the chemical energy of wax is converted into light and a small amount of heat energy by firing a candle. Now we will discuss about the fundamental characteristic of energy. Okay. Fundamental characteristic of energy. Okay. In this we have first all things which are in the world or universe possessed energy. Okay. The entire matter in the universe possessed energy. According to the Einstein relativistic theory, matter converted into energy and energy converted into matter. So this is the first condition. Second, energy have many different forms. Energy have many different forms. Okay, like chemical energy, electrical energy, wind energy, hydro energy, sound energy, heat energy, light energy, etc. Okay, these are the different forms of energy. Next, third one is energy is conserved. Energy is conserved. It is very most important fundamental law of energy that energy is conserved. That means energy can't be created or destroyed. Okay, that is energy can be converted from its one form to the other form. Okay, this is very most important law. For example, when we burn the when we fire the candle, the chemical energy in the form of wax converted into light energy, and at last the light energy produce nearby the flame of the candle heat energy. Student, here one thing is noticeable, that the last form of energy most time is in the form of heat energy, form of heat energy. Here I am explaining you all kinds of energy. When it is converted, it produces heat. For example, in the first case, when the wax or candle burn, it produces light as well as heat around the flame of the candle. Secondly, when the sound energy, okay, when the sound energy is travel in the form of waves, then it collide with the air particles which are in contact with the sound waves. Then these sound wave resist by the air particles. Due to this resistance and friction between the air particles, it create the heat energy. Okay, next, wind energy. When the winds hit the blades of a turbine, then the turbine rotates and the shaft of turbine do some friction with its bearings. Then it also, due to friction, converted into heat, some part of it in the heat energy. And any other which we, all the device which are used, after some time they will running produce heat energy. Okay, so whenever we are doing problems related to the conservation of energy, there should be, if the concept appeared that the energy is transformed in the form of heat energy, we will link this transformation property of heat energy. Next, energy can be stored. Energy can be stored and it can be transferred, and it can be transferred from one place to other. Okay, next, we can measure the amount of energy by mathematical relation. We can measure energy transformation. Energy transfer or transformation. Or transformation by its mathematical modeling. Okay, so in simple, Energy can be ability or capacity of a body to do work. Okay, now the most important form of energy is mechanical energy, and it is in the two form. First, what is mechanical energy? Mechanical energy of a body is to change the shape, size and configuration of the body on which it is applied. Okay, so mechanical energy is that which change the condition of the shape, size and configuration of a body. This is mechanical energy. Now we will understood about the mechanical energy. Okay, if a body can able to change the size, shape or configuration of any other object, then that body have mechanical energy. Mechanical energy, that is, mechanical energy is mechanical energy can change the condition or configuration of the body. Okay, this is most important form of the energy which can change the configuration and the condition of a body. Condition we use here for position, shape and size. Here mechanical energy have two forms. Mechanical energy have two forms. Okay, which are, first one is kinetic energy, and second is potential energy. Okay, now just here we will understood about the mechanical energy by its form. Okay, so suppose water is in flowing in the river, and in the flow of river if we will apply a turbine, then the water which are flowing, or we say the first layer or first particle of water hits the turbine, and that allow the turbine to rotate. So we can say the energy which are in the water in motion tries to rotate the turbine, and as you know, whenever the turbine rotates, then it produces electrical energy by the device AC generator. Okay, and similarly, suppose we have a turbine and a block is placed over it. Okay, we have a turbine and a block is placed over it like this ये आपके पास, this is the turbine, okay, blade of that turbine, and this block is placed over it, let's say this. So we can observe here, let's see, we can observe here it cannot able to move or rotate the turbine, but when this block is placed over a height and then from this height it relief, then we find it applied a force due to which that blades of turbine start rotating. So when we change the configuration of the body by changing its height from the below level to the upper level, we observe it provides the energy and tries to rotate the turbine. So this is how the mechanical energy is defined or explained in the form of kinetic energy. Okay, now we will discuss on kinetic energy. Here students, kinetic means a particle in motion. So the energy possessed by a body in motion is called its kinetic energy. So we can write it. It is possessed by a body in motion. It is possessed by a body in motion. Okay, so energy possessed by the body in motion is called kinetic energy. Okay, now we will derive the formula for the kinetic energy. So let initially by this diagram, an object of mass m, okay, an object of mass m is placed at a point A and we want to displace it by a displacement s to the point B. Clear? Then we need to apply force on this object. Let's say the applied force is F. Okay, applied force is F, which produce motion in the object M. Let's say initially the object have velocity u, which is equal to 0 because at A the object is at rest, and due to applying of that force the object is gaining an velocity due to acceleration, we have F is equal to m into a. So the object at m get an acceleration F upon m. Because of this acceleration, the particle is moving with a velocity v in the direction of applied force. Clear? So when the particle is reached at B, it has velocity v. Okay. Now, therefore, the work done by this force is given by, first we can write here, consider an object of mass m, initially at rest, or we say initial velocity u is equal to 0. Let a force F, which is equal to ma, is applied on the object, which create motion in the body, let's say V, and displaces it A to B by a displacement S. Therefore, work done on the body A to B is force into displacement. Okay, therefore work done is equal to force we have ma into displacement is S. Okay, now we can write it as ma into S. Okay, here from third equation of motion, we have v square minus u square is equal to 2as, and we need to value of this as. Therefore as is equal to v square minus u square upon 2. Okay, here students, we have u is equal to 0, therefore value of as is v square by 2. We can put this value here and we get this w is equal to m into v square by 2, or we say 1 by 2 mv square. Okay, mv square. This work done is convert into convert into kinetic energy. Therefore, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Okay. Copy this. Okay, students, as energy also don't have direction, it is only measured in magnitude, so energy is a scalar quantity, and having energy is a scalar quantity, Second, SI unit of energy is joule as unit of work. And third, dimensional formula of energy is ml2 T minus 2 as work done. Okay, so today we are closed here. In the next class we will find the kinetic energy by analytical method, and then after we learn the work energy theorem, and then we discussed on the second form of mechanical energy, that is potential energy and gravitational potential energy. Thank you.